Hello and welcome everyone. Dottius here in TechWorld, and as you can see, it's morning. And in fact, it is the morning immediately following the completed movement of our quarry, and I was just noticing a couple of things. There's some blocks that for some reason it's not breaking. So far, just glass. Um, and it's not all glass, it's only some of the glass. So basically what we've got is the sun's coming up, which means these guys will stop spawning here once the sun gets up. And another thing that's going to be happening is once it gets down to the next layer, it'll open up the roof there so that where the mob spawners are, it will they'll have plenty of light there just to make sure that nothing else spawns. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a nice little feature of the mechanism mod here. So let's go ahead and wait for it to finish this level here, and we'll see. Oh man, the sun is sure going fast. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So I've got this lever in my inventory here, and I'm going to place it right here. I want you to watch the basic universal cable here. This behavior is exhibited by all of them. When I flip the lever, you'll see that it just disconnected from everything. So what this means is, for right now, there's no power going into the quarry, and we can see that its power is quickly draining, and in a moment it's going to stop moving. So there we go, it just finished moving. Now the reason why I want to do that is because I'm going to go over there and I'm going to break that glass, because I don't want the glass to just sit there while we are once everything here is completed, because that will cause problems with because it'll still have to render it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run over here, and some of these guys might try to get to me. Yep, they are. So the place I need to get is here. They're probably not going to come out too much because of the sun there. So we got those broken. Let's go find the others over here. Okay, we can see that it missed this one too. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go and break all the glass here just to make sure that we don't have any problems with it in the future. And I missed my jump. Anybody coming over to say hello? Some of you might. Let's see if I can get these guys fighting each other. There we go. Somebody shot somebody and somebody got mad. Is that how it always tends to work out? Alright, so let's just go ahead and get these broken here. And somebody's still trying to shoot me, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about them. So that should take care of all of that. And let's go ahead and get back over there. Oh, no, we still have some right around over there on the front. That shouldn't be too hard to take care of. So come over here. And I could have silk touched this with my hammer, but I think I've got enough sand and glass already. So I think that's going to be all of it. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and we'll turn this thing back on. So now we're just going to come up here, and we're going to go and turn our lever back on. Bam, this thing's going to start getting its power again, and there goes the quarry. And if you look here, you'll see that this thing is completely full of biofuel, and we've got almost half a stack in our transfer node, and everything else is moving right along. So now in a moment here we should see this when it finishes this row. I think it'll go ahead and take out the dirt that I placed there because it's higher than the current level it's working on. So I just want to make sure that that works without any trouble. And then we're going to go and start making some more stuff. Now, one thing I was thinking about doing was I could just go ahead and sit here and wait until it's done getting rid of the entire castle. Yeah, okay, there it goes. It's coming up to hit those higher levels. There we go. That's exactly what I expected it to do. And then I could shut this thing off, and it would be done. And then I could pick it up and move it over to somewhere else, and we'd all be happy, blah blah blah. But I think I'm just out. I'm just going to go ahead and let this thing finish off the entire castle, and then just let it go down to bedrock. I don't see any reason not to, because I certainly need the resources. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to let it dig all the way down. So let's go ahead and see what other things we need to make. Let's check on our farm here. Nice. We're getting plenty of red stained saplings here. Now this is a really interesting thing, that it gives you different kinds of wood. I was certainly not expecting that. Are you out of power? No, you've got power. You're definitely out. But are you clogged up again? No, not clogged. Wow, look at that. 27 saplings now. Alright, let's get moving, you. So you're a little low on some resources. Not a problem. Let's throw those in there. So let's give you some more carrots and some more seeds. And a stack of potatoes. Carrots. And seeds. And potatoes. Oh, there's another stack of carrots. Sure, let's do that. Because carrots and seeds actually work out pretty well over here in the in our crusher. Now, is this thing out of power over here? Is that what's going on? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like this thing is perhaps out of power. Now, let's see what's going on down here. Okay, you're looking for a place to put wood. Ah, you're out of charcoal. So, you're going to start shooting charcoal over there. And what else is going on down here? So, you are full of fuel. You are full of charcoal. And this thing is completely full of energy. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That's pretty cool. Alright, so things here are going quite well. And I was talking with just a little bit of chatting with subscribers. Name... I can't remember off the top of my head, but you know who you are, or at least you will when I mention what the conversation was about. It had to do with the fact that I'm still living in this little shack here. It's not a very good looking shack, honestly. It's pretty pathetic looking, actually. We need to make a better house, because this is just, not good. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to look at making well, some cool stuff. Let's see. We've got we've got a bunch of rubies. We've got a bunch of sapphires. I'm not going to use my diamonds for this. I'll go ahead and I'll use the rubies, since I happen to have more rubies than sapphires. And let's see. There's only a couple of things we can actually make with these, other than these tools, which are pretty decent, I must say. And that's going to be a saw. I'm going to make a ruby saw. And the reason for that is because we're going to use this for some multi-part stuff. So, what do I need? Some sticks. I've got to have either some sticks or something I can make sticks out of. I think I need a total of 4. So, let's go ahead and make a ruby saw. Why? Did that take 4? Is that what it was? Did I miscount? No, it's 2, and these are sticks. 1, 2, and I have 8 sticks. Is that... Oh, wait, what is that? What is that in the recipe there? It's not a stick. What is that? A stone rod. Really? A stone rod? Okay, which is 2 pieces of stone. Or I... Okay, this is interesting. Or I can use these from Tinker's Construct. The stone tool rod. Is that right? Yes, I can. Okay, well that is awfully interesting. Okay, so what am I going to do? Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to make some stone brick covers, but I'm going to make them a little bit different than, let's go and do 8 of these. So if I put this here, I get some slabs. If I put the slabs here, I get panels. Panels again give me covers. So I now have a stack of covers. There's a couple of things that I want to make here, and this is the hollow stone brick cover. The reason why I want to make these is because the hollow stone brick covers allow for machines to connect. You see how that's sitting there? Well, if I put this right, and sometimes it's kind of hard to see, you just got to make sure you are looking at the right face of the block, and I might want to actually do it from down below. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to put them on top of this so that if and when I decide to put machines, they are ready to go. Now what I should be able to do is, if I take out this block, I should be able to kind of line it up off of that one. So let's just drop down here because I'm going to replace those anyway. And let's see, if I go here, there we go, perfect. So let's go and get out of here again, and then eventually, I'll get everything here nice and cleaned up. Let's go sleep through the night real quick. And let's go ahead and look out the window and see how the destruction of that floating castle is coming. Now it's looking pretty good. Still moving along, and that's what we want it to do. So, okay, so what the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start replacing all of these with stone bricks. You know what, since I've got one of these left, let's go and just put it right there. So now we're going to start getting this cleaned up a little bit, and part of the reason for that is because, well, I really need to make this place look a little bit better. And I'm kind of tired of seeing all the snow on the ground, because this place should not be covered in snow. When I originally moved here, I guess it's a part of global warming or something. Some kind of like ice age coming in, something like that. I don't know. Somebody smarter than me will have to try and do the math and figure out what exactly caused this change in the biome. Was it really, methane production from cows, or... I mean, I don't have any pigs, so it wasn't from the pigs, but I do have cows over there. Was I just feeding them too rich a diet of wheat, and so they put holes in the ozone layer? I honestly don't know. But what I do know is, I got to take care of things. This is my world. This is my home. This is where I live. I can't let this place, beat me. This is my world. So let's go and get some more bricks here. Let's see. I know I got a bunch of stone because I made a bunch. Let's see. I've still got some more in there. Alright, so... Let's see. Did I have... Okay, I got some more stone there. But first I got to get rid of the lily pad. And let's go and get rid of these pipes and filter pipes and transport pipes. And all this stuff that I do not need to carry. Got 2 extra furnaces. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Alright, let's take that stone. And what do I have in here? Some more stone. Alright, that's probably enough. So let's go ahead and see how much stone brick we can get here. Oh, good, I did grab 8. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get this started and see what we can do. So definitely need to at least get this floor here done and start working on a roof. So what kind of a roof should we put on it? Should we make it sloped or something special? I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it. Well, at least we can get this part done. I really need to find a builder's wand. That would definitely make me happy. Okay, so here we are. Here we are with our basic building here. Let's go and get this filled in. And from here, we're going to need some kind of a roof. I normally don't make just regular old flat roofs because, you know, they're kind of boring. Let's see. I do happen to have a crafting station here. So let's go ahead and make us some stone brick stairs. I guess 2 stacks worth basically should be enough here. Okay, and I guess we're going to start from the back side here and kind of work our way around. I'm going to get it started right here. This here, I think I might make this a separate building. Well, no, I don't want to do that because then I've got to worry about you know, moving it and stuff like that. So I think we'll just go ahead and expect this here to be all one structure, which means, of course, we need to go ahead and tear this down. Well, you know what? There's a reason why I've got you. Revenge. Oops. The pirate ship Revenge. Does anybody know what that's from? If you know what the pirate ship Revenge is from, go ahead and let me know in the comments. That's not why I named my my hammer Revenge. I named my hammer Revenge because I lost my first one, and so when I made the second one, I called it Revenge because I wanted revenge on the creeper who destroyed my beautiful hammer. I was very distraught when that happened. So let's go ahead and finish getting this wall here torn down, and we'll go ahead and replace it with some more of this. That way, and I'll worry about changing the floor over in here later. Okay, so to there, that looks pretty good. So if you guys need a hint about the pirate ship Revenge, the captain was known as the Dread Pirate Somebody. Tell me who you think it is, and the first person with the correct answer will be the first person with the correct answer. I wish I had some kind of prize for you, but for now, you'll just have my respect and bragging rights. How about that? Alright, let's get this done now. Oops. So, for those of you who may not know or haven't noticed yet, I am pretty much a movie buff. I do like to watch movies, and I have a pretty good recollection of what I watch. And I also like to read, and I like music. Most people do. I grew up as a musician. When I say I grew up as a musician, that means I started playing a musical instrument at a young age, and it was a part of my life for a very, very long time. Let's see. Let's put you there, and you there. There we go. So, I really don't know why I'm doing the roof like this. this is just kind of what came to mind, so this is what we're doing. Um, let's see, for things I've been watching recently, let's see, I just finished watching the Game of Thrones series, and while I'm waiting for the next season to start, I'm going to go ahead and read the books. I haven't read them yet. I'm familiar with George R.R. Martin, but I don't know that I've ever read anything of his. Um, I have read a lot of science fiction and fantasy. The first book I can remember reading on my own because I wanted to was by Lloyd Alexander. It was first thing I read because I wanted to was I believe the Prydian series. The most famous or most well-known story from that series is usually the Black Cauldron. I think that's because Disney made a movie out of it. I never saw the Disney movie. Probably because I read the book and they didn't start at the beginning of the story. You know, that's kind of just me. If I'm gonna watch it, I want to watch it from the beginning and go from there. So let's see. From here, I could double slab that. That might look kind of cool. What do you think? Let's take a look and see how that would look. Let's see. So we'll take some of these. Just grab a stack. Probably not going to need that. And so I kind of went from there. A lot of my favorites. That looks kind of interesting. Maybe I'll just do this one side and see how that comes out. So, yeah, growing up, I read a lot of Piers Anthony and stuff like that. So a lot of fantasy, a lot of science fiction too. One of my favorite science fiction authors, well, I've actually got two. One of which is kind of surprising to say, and that's L. Ron Hubbard. I'm not a Scientologist, but I really enjoyed his book Battlefield Earth. A really, really well written and entertaining piece there. And then let's see, Orson Scott Card is also one of my favorite authors, especially getting into the science fiction genre. They did recently make a movie for Ender's Game with, almost said Han Solo there, Harrison Ford. Haven't seen it yet. Don't know if, you know, I'm sure I'm going to watch it. Just because, well, you know, it seems like I should, I guess. Just to kind of see how well they did. Let's see. For music, I should make you guys guess what kind of music I listen to, huh? Yeah, let's see if anybody can guess that. It's well, I don't know. Some of you might have figured me out well enough to know what kind of music I like. Then again, maybe not. Let's see. So we got that nice and done. I need more of those, aren't I? Yep. Okay. Let's see. Movies. What kind of movies do I like to watch? I like to watch good movies. There's so many out there that are just utter garbage. I really don't know how else to explain it, but not every movie is a good movie,